Hello there, everyone. I am here to do the greatest ending of it all to Blank Dream. It was tiring get all back once. Oh, if you're going to that room, I'm coming too. I'm curious about it. It's surely safe. Let me get my memory sorted out. I haven't quite digested them myself. But if you're going to that room, just tell me. You're free to get my help whenever. Someone's there. Once there was a painter. He was known as the mad genius Rinso Yusuri. Huh? You know my grandpa? Wait, Miss Yura, it looks like maybe she isn't aware of us. Rinso had a wife, but he also had a relationship with a servant. With his wife, he had a child, Shinji. With the servant, he had a child, Tamaki. Rinso's two children, both in different mothers. Huh? Tamaki was the illegitimate child of an affair, but Shinji showed no interest in art. Rinso's affection was often directed at Tamaki, who did have an interest in arts. Tamaki learned art from Rinso, and given deep love grew in the shadow of Yusui family. But these irregular days couldn't last. When Tamaki turned 12, Rinso's wife learned of her existence. Rinso divorced his wife, but gave Tamaki and her mother the same love as ever. Thus far, no tragedy has occurred. But when Tamaki turned 18, Rinso made an unforgivable mistake. He had a liaison with Tamaki, his own daughter, and even impregnated her. Tamaki was deeply wounded and feared Rinso, and with her mother she fled from him. But the child she bore had done no wrong, so she decided to birth the child of her father, so Tamaki had a daughter. A daughter between parent and child? That is disgusting! Tamaki thought she couldn't live normal, happy life, but luckily 2 years later she had a proper marriage. Safely having a son with the husband, Tamaki began to be back on her feet. However, she never fully did. The mental wounds Tamaki had suffered went even deeper than she had imagined. When her non-grown daughter with Rinso began doing art in school, Tamaki's old wounds ached. It gave her flashbacks of Rinso, of that fear she had of him. Tamaki struggled to give her daughter affection. It took all she had not to take out negative emotions on her. Tamaki's mind quickly crumbled under weight. And one day Tamaki killed her daughter. Tamaki fell into pieces. She came to feel anonymity not only toward Rinso but all of the Yusuis. Unable to see any hope ahead, she fell upon the desperate behind. Rinso died of natural causes a few years later, and while she had the right to his inheritance, she refused to take it. She wouldn't even let it go to the eldest son, Shinji. Then at last, Tamaki, who had kept living despite having a broken long ago, met her end. When she learned the son she had with her husband was becoming friends with Shinji's daughter. Tamaki tried to take out Shinji's daughter, the Yusui, who dared to come near her pure son. But when she drove madly down the road to kill her, she ran over her son by mistake. Tamaki realized that this was the end, so he took her own life to escape the despair. No way, that's so messed up. That woman's soul is now bound here, unlike the other souls the world is forcing her to be here. Tamaki's soul is now bound in death, but that she can't escape, but must face the facts. This is surely my punishment. I've gone on for a while. I can't see or hear you, but I know you're there. I don't know who you are, but go now. Let's go, Mishiro. We shouldn't stay here any longer. That was so weird. Should we return to the usual place with Tamaki's story? I've realized something. Huh? You found similar place? Past mirror with Ryutaro's memories? I see. Then you should go there first. What I have to say can wait. Open it. I am so confused. The dots. Is that Grandpa? You're Rinzo? Once there was a painter. He was known as the mad genius Rinzo Yusui. Rinzo's art was highly esteemed and sold for high prices. He had status and wealth. Grandpa, what are you talking about? And why are you here? Wait, look closely. I don't think he can hear us. Soon Rinzo married a woman. They had a son named Shinji. Rinzo preached the beauty of art to his wife and child, but they never showed interest in it. Rinzo's wife did not see his art, only the prices attached. Shinji too was taught her practicality, so it was only natural that Rinzo formed a relationship with a servant, showing true interest in art. When Shinji was 8, Rinzo and the servant had an unlimited child. Her name was Tamaki. Rinzo kept Tamaki hidden from his wife and Shinji, managing 2 families. But between Shinji, who cared not for all art, and Tamaki, who adored it like her mother, Rinzo's affection went toward Tamaki. It came to an end shortly after Shinji went to college, when Tamaki's existence came to light. Rinzo offered his wife consolation as asked and divorced her. Shinji had already grown, kept the name Usui, a wise choice. He knew how to make a living. Some time passed after that. When Tamaki, who Rinzo adored as a daughter, as a student, turned 18, Rinzo made the biggest mistake of his life. He adored his daughter Tamaki so much that he had a child with her. Tamaki and her mother left Rinzo. They refused even money. Tamaki seemingly birthed and raised the child, but who knows the details? Rinzo was unable to hear it. Near 20 years has passed since that incident, and Rinzo died of illness. Nothing usual age come forward at all. Shinji was the eldest son of the Yusui family, set to inherit its fortune, but thinking of it as a final atonement, Rinzo passed the leaving to give it all to Tamaki. The inheritance. So the boss was disputing with Tamaki over it. That man's soul is now bound here. Unlike the other souls, the world is forcing him to be here. Only the creator of this world knows why, but it seems to be dead fellow has business with me. But very well, to face my sins eternally is an appropriate afterlife for me. That's all. Sorry for the long story. Visitors are rare. I can't hear you or see you, but I know you're there. Be well and be blah blah blah. Let's go, there's nothing more here. I am so confused. All I know that this is fucking incest. Shall we return to the usual place? Especially after Rinzo's story, I need to talk to you. What? Yuzu got her memories back too? It feels like the story is coming to a close. Now let's run! I may return. Okay, now chill you guys. Chill. You both have something to say to me. Oh god, this is so stressful. Make sure you do not see Tamaki or Rinzo until you strong bottoms. Ah, yeah. Now I got it. Fucking, I'm so stupid. But now, once they have visit both Tamaki and go to the final door. Okay, I'll just talk to these guys. Say, Mishu, do you think you can open this door? You opened that one, right? I'm sure this one will open to your too.
You think you're gonna bring the letter?
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, snap. So, it did open. Now the next path for you to take is clear. You just ended up saving our butts this whole time, huh, Mishira? Without you, doubt we would have never found any mirrors. You have the right to know what I know. In fact, I want you to know. I need to talk to you. I know a thing or two about your parents. I need to tell you some things too. About who I am and why I'm here. And about Damaki's daughter. Oh. Stop, don't meddle anymore. Give back my world. Run, you two, through the door. Whoa, is it chasing us? We'll talk later, just run somewhere we can hide. I need to save this shit because I am getting the spooks. Don't make any guy going 30 run for it, I'm gonna die. Looks like we're getting away from now. Listen to Yuzu. Okay, let's get started. Let me know everything. Phew, are we safe here? I don't sense her chasing anymore. What in the world was that? I'm about to explain that. I know who that is.
Say what?
I'm Yuzu Hanasaki, a middle schooler who committed suicide at 15 at Mirror Lake. The reason I killed myself was, to put it out bluntly, to meet a girl I loved. Someone had killed her at the Mirror Lake. It made me extremely sad. So I read all these books on black magic and killed myself to go to the afterlife. To die at the same place exactly a year later, it said that would work. I think it's different afterlife than what the book meant. But ultimately I came to this world. But it seems there was something to be gained here. That girl, she said, she was someone who shouldn't have existed. I always found it weird and wondered why it was. But I found out now. She was born Oh, I get it! That's why she's connected. She was born between a girl and her own father, between Tamaki Hinohara and Rinzo Yuzui. Her very birth was a taboo. That shadow was Utsuro Hinohara. Even as she is, I can tell clearly, because my wish was to meet Utsuro one more time. Utsuro Hinohara. That's Sayato's. But look the way she does now. I wonder what the story is there. But I can't go away just yet. I need to talk to Utsuro more directly, or my wish is not gonna be considered granted. Give it back. That voice. Let's get moving. We can't chat now, so run. Okay. Feels like she's gonna keep chasing Utsuro. Or are we just gonna... Oh, snap! Fuck! So don't go to the right. Oh my. Oh fucking god. She's really stubborn, isn't she? If it were me, I'd have thrown the towel after all that chasing. Okay, let's go. Did we outrun her? Seems so. I don't think she's giving chase.
I think the goal is close by.
I don't know what'll be up ahead, so I just want to get this out. I'm Ryotaro Sengoku, younger brother of Chika Yusui, Mishiro's mother and subordinate to her dad, Shinji Yusui. I knew about you a while back from a New Year's card sis sent me. To be honest, I found you cute. Not exactly a romantic thing, of course. Yeah, I figured this. Was captivated by your latent beauty. Latent beauty, I suppose. But when I asked my boss about you, I learned you've been glum and moping of late. I don't know why, but you injured someone in middle school and my sis kept you shackled ever since.
That's right.
My boss invited me to your house and I was honestly pumped to try and help you. It made me sad to imagine such a beautiful girl moping around. He says it without a second hesitation. No poking fun. It's the end. Huh? But I died before it happened. We got caught in a fire building at work.
A fire?
Yes, I was with your father. After that, well, it even did kind of surprise me. Partly by will, I became a soul and flew around where you were, apparently. So for the year or so between my death and yours, my spirit was some sort of haunting of you.
What?
But I was just so hardly ever conscious of anything. I just vaguely know that's what happened. For you to see, ever since I saw your photo, considered you some beautiful worth protecting. So even through death, I had the wish of getting to talk to you at least once.
So that was your wish?
So it was, thus it has been granted. And by following you, I wound up in this world, and in this world I unrealized my wish come true. In fact, the moment I became aware of my wish, I felt I could free myself from this world any time.
So you're going?
Well, I've come this far. I'd like to see you out your story to the end. Mishiro, the harsh circumstances you've had and the fact that you're dead now, I don't feel like it's irrelevant to me, but I can't say don't blame your parents. But I just want you to know, I can't force you to understand or sympathize, but just know. Your father was worried over and regretting how he was spending less time with you. He wasn't just weighing you an inheritance on a scale. Your mother was working with your father to obtain proof that the Yusui fortune belonged to them. Maybe she failed to control her strength properly. Maybe she wasn't calm, but she had no ill will, I'm sure. I'm sure after the boss and I died, she endured the sorrow of losing a husband and a brother and fought for her family. Your father and mother might have been clumsy, but they weren't cold-blooded, just so you know that. It's probably too late to say now though. Let's go on ahead. This door you're able to open. I'm sure there's something important for you here.
If you're telling me that, then where should I wish to erase my existence go? Oh my god, the climax is coming. It's Otsuro's chasing you, Mishiro? Why in the world she would do that?
My duty has been done. The rest is in your hands. Hopefully I don't need to run anymore. Yes. Here we are.
Huh?
Hey!
Ayato? Why are you here?
Because this soul is necessary for granting a wish. We already know this. Yeah, we broke all the mirrors. We know this. Yep. Actors. This is different. This mirror world revolves around you, Mishiro, and you hold dominion over it. Once a deceased girl wished at Mirror Lake, I wish my life had never existed. It was a very strong wish, and to fulfill it, this mirror world was created. It was made solely to realize her wish. The other souls were just extras drawn to it. She should have granted her wish in this world she made, but she wasn't able to fulfill it. because she broke before she could. Just as she created this world, she lost everything, including her memories and her wish. So not knowing her purpose or who she was, she wandered this world and fell apart. That's in the past now, a concluded tale. Unable to achieve its goal, this world went on existing, sucking souls who died near the lake with strong wishes. I was Utsuro Hinohara. Yes, she wanders this world even now, sister. Oh, fuck! I did not get that. I was so stupid. I didn't get that they were actually brother and sister. Several years later, a girl threw herself into the lake. Amazingly, she had the same wish as the world creator. So that this world could complete its duty, it chose a new soul to control it. And so since you carried the same wish, you became the new ruler, usurping the originator. The wish the world sought to grant stayed the same, the only person in the center was replaced. Yep. Yeah. And maybe, broken though she may be, she's personally gotten in your way at times. Yeah. You shattered all and replaced all remnants of you in form of mirrors containing your past. Having recorded all your actions, I can attest to that. But it's not over just yet. This bull, yep, you need to kill it. Yeah, we have seen this already. If you haven't, you can go check the other 2 endings that I made. Yep, we're still suffering. If you kill me, you can end the pain. You make the choice. I don't know what I should do. I've overcome a lot of obstacles coming here. I've looked back on my past and erased it. But is it really right to just make it so it never existed? Thinking back, it was boring life. I wouldn't say it was entirely devoid of enjoyment. But if you ask whether I'd live the same life again, I'd absolutely refuse, no doubt. In fact, if I had to say, I've come to hate it all. I wish my life and Baba never existed. And yet, I've learned that my mom and dad gave their best efforts for me, clumsy as they were. And I know there's a person who valued me, going so far as to come to this world to encourage me. Can I make all that something that never happened? And that's not all. Seeing Yuzu and Utsuro, I had a thought. If Yutsuro's life had never existed, what would become of Yuzu's feelings? Desperately turning to black magic, killing herself and wandering into this world for years, all to finally realize her wish to meet her again. What would become of that? I'll make the choice to wish it or not, but I want to see Utsuro to see this out too, because it's her same wish, and this in her world I inherited. If only in pieces, learning about Yutsuro from the mirrors has fulfilled the mirror's purpose. Ayata and Yuzu are both here. With these 2, I'm sure we can get Yutsuro's memory back.
Indeed, maybe a little of it.
Really? Sister. Memory. Listen, Yutsuro Hinohara, you need to remember your birth, your death, and the one who loved you. Snap! Mishiro spoke at length. One of things she'd seen and heard in this world. Her mother Tamaki, her father Rinzo, the Hinohara family she lived with. Yuzu, as she spoke as Yusuro's mirror, all that she knew. She's back. I see. I haven't felt this in a long time. Utsuro! Yuzu, you fool. I told you to forget about me if I died. Well, I couldn't. Is it you, sister? It is, Ayata. So even you ended up here. I didn't intend to hand the world over to you. I was even thinking of killing you to forcibly take it back control. Even more so now that I've remembered my wish, I want to erase my mother, my true father, myself. But alas, I've become inhibited. It's a fact that if you hadn't been here, my mind would have strayed fragmented forever. Do as you like before I change my mind. My choice is I won't grant my wish.
I won't do it. I can't do it anymore. Dad's secret distress, Mom's painful effort, even Ryutaro's unusual concern for me. I can't just make it all be gone. And that's not all. For every mirror I broke, I vanished from the lives of the people I knew. And I'll also vanish from Ayato's world. But then, what did Ayato die for? What did Tamaki step on the accelerator for? And if it were just me, then fine. But to control the feelings of people around me, I have no right. That's not my wish anymore.
Are you really sure about that? Whatever you think, whatever you know, it won't actually change anything. Are you still giving up your wish?
I am.
I see. I, the mirror world, accept abandoning the wish, its reason for the being ends here.
Huh?
This world can vanish when the ruler's wish is granted or they abandon it with clear intent. It won't be left up in the air like with Utsura.
So, will everyone here vanish?
Except for you, Mishiro. To get straight to the point, you're not dead yet.
Huh?
Your soul has left your body, of course, but your body isn't actually dead. You drowned yourself, but it happens.
A passerby found you.
They called it in the right way, and though unconscious you were saved, it was a failed attempt. Mishiro, even your soul leaves here. It will be forced back into your body. But what if what you've done in this world won't be written off? The memories you erased by breaking the mirrors won't come back to you when you return to life. You didn't actually carry out your wish, so the actual past isn't gone, but your memories of it are. Maybe you'll remember talking with me a bit, but things like meeting me at lake. Are you still prepared to leave this place? Can you live in a world where you've given up on living once before?
I'll live because I'm not dead yet.
I don't want just to throw away the life you protected, Ayato. And by discarding the wish I inherited from Utsuro, I think it'll honor Yuzu's feelings. I see. That's a relief then. I absolutely can understand my sister's wish, but you've made the right choice for her. It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream too.
I'll try my best.
There are people who value you. There are people who would be sad about your death. It may be a bit warped, admittedly, but I'm one of them. The world is not that much of a disappointment, you see, so I've done my best to encourage you. You're really something, you know. You've really picked yourself back up. You went and learned not your own wish, but mine, Yuzu's and Utsuro's. Old Ryotaro won't say much more. Try to get along with Sis when you get back.
Right, I'll try to face with her.
Thank you, Mishiro. Because of you, I could get back my memories and my wish. I learned about Yutsuro's birth and death, and got to talk to her with her once more. I'm satisfied now. I really am. Maybe returning to the life won't mean happy things all time, Mishiro, but I'm sure you can get up and walk again, since you've saved so many people here. Mishiro, leave incense or something at my grave. Think of it like saying hi.
Okay, I'll be sure to find your grave.
I lost from the moment I broke, I suppose. I won't pull any mischief. I can accept this result, though I can't say I'm entirely satisfied. Ayato, who adored me as his sister, and Yuzu, who needed me in her life. I'm glad for the fact that I could talk with the two of them one last time. Yet I'll fade away, still resenting that man Rinzo and that woman Tamaki.
Surely I can be forgiven for that? That's true. Sorry for taking over your world. Sheesh. 7 years and it ends like this. As long as the ruler's satisfied, I suppose. Will Utsuro go to heaven too? Not sure about heaven or hell, but she'll be free from this world to go wherever she goes. That's good. I say ruler, but you're more of an usurper, technically. Mishiro, once you get back and things settle down, you should visit my atelier. It's not complete, of course, but I want you to see the painting you modeled for someday. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a little scared about how much I'll forget, but I'm not. I won't lose my time in this world, and I won't ever wish to erase the events to come. It's time to go. Ooh, mama! After that, I regained consciousness in a hospital bed. Apparently, I really had been saved, and my soul returned safely from the mirror world. My mother was there, looking at me in a way she hadn't. I felt she hadn't in years. Mishiro, you're awake? Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness. If I had lost you too. I'm sorry I drove you to do this, didn't I? My mother was shocked by my suicide attempt, and I apologized for her harsh discipline. My head felt really hazy. I only remembered that she was my mother, who became very strict at some point. It took a lot to recognize that as real. And I thought about it. Fear and unease toward my mother came up from the gasps in my memory. But it's okay. Ryotaro had told me about the pressure on the Yuzuis and how the death had taxed my mother's mind. Now that I was able to accept that, it was easy to hold my mother's hand. My brain had suffered memory loss and I could no longer remember any past events. I remembered Ayato when was someone important to me, but I had no concrete memories of him. But I distinctly remembered talking in the mirror world, and I felt considerable warmth from that alone. I clearly remembered Yuzu and Ryotaro too. I'd probably only met them in the mirror world. Mishiro Yuzu, is it? Hello, I'm Seichi Hinohara. A few days after I left hospital, Nan came to visit me. Her last name sounded familiar. Could you be Ayato's? Yes, thank you for getting along with Ayato. Seichi Hinohara was Ayato's father, which meant he was the one who married Tamaki, and he was the father of Utsuro grew up with. I'm not sure if I should be saying this, but I'm really glad you regained consciousness. The driver who sped toward you and Ayato, she's no longer with us. Her body was found at Mirror Lake in a car that went up in flames. He meant Tamaki, his wife, but from Seichi's perspective, it would be impossible for me to know Tamaki. I felt it would be better to stay silent than confuse him with unnecessary remarks. She was my wife. We met each other at school. She was humble, art-loving, somewhat naive woman with a radiant smile. Her final sin came at the end of long sorrow, but I won't ask you to forgive her. Still, if it's alright, could you visit Ayato's grave sometime? Of course. Not only Ayato, but Utsuro's and Tamaki's. Now, maybe I could offer them prayers. It feels very nostalgic. I'll look at Ayato's painting. Art supplies fill the wooden box. Bottles. Yeah, let's check the painting.
It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do. Smile for my sister. That's my dream too. Ayata Hinohara, blank dream. Ayata. It's not a dream anymore. That's adorable. Aww. Claps to this. Oh! That took longer than I thought. It took 1 hour and 30 minutes to complete this completely. Oh god. I really like the ideas. It was really messed up that there was the incest thing in the middle. But I get it, they bound the story together and stuff like that. It was great. I'm testing out, by the way, a hair color. One side is pink, one other side is just my blatant blonde hair color. And I think I'll keep it. It's funny. If I part it differently, there'd be like stripes. What do you call them? But it's nice. I don't know if you see in the back the color difference because my web camera is actually shit. But make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's Chisaleya, so you'll see pictures maybe in there. And yeah, it was Blank Dream. And we actually got the bestest ending, and this will be it. The farewell of the game Blank Dream. Will it still say the best ending? I've always wanted to go to one of her exhibitions. Sure enough, she carries the blood of mad genius Rinzo Yuzui. Did she start painting? I thought I saw the Rinzo touch too at first, but she's self-taught. It's totally different from Rinzo's art. Huh, I suppose so. Unusual. In her 20s and climbing so high with her own style. She's not just writing off her ancestor. Rinzo was realistic, while she's more impressionist. That's true. I did feel Mirror World was too unusually abstract to be Rinzo's style. Seeing is believing. You can't tell the unique mood in her art from a glance. True. Now, I'm really getting excited to see it. Her most famous masterpiece of all, her Ending 1, Blank Dream, her fantasy to live in a dream within the white canvas. Her fantasy to live in a dream within the white canvas. That was it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of the love and support. And I have a tattoo appointment on this Saturday. You have probably seen already a video of it because I need to cut this session into pieces so you guys can munch on it easier. A lot of you, I think you seem to enjoy more like 20-minute-ish videos than 30 to 40-minute-ish videos because not many people have time. But yeah, I'll get this tattoo almost finished. I think we're gonna need still 2 times. But yeah, my life is good right now, and I hope you enjoy these videos. Bye bye.